Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over Hurricane Jerry. So Hurricane Jerry is currently north of the Lesser Antilles and northeast of Puerto Rico. So it is not, over here in the Caribbean exactly, but it is north of it. Conditions still aren't that favorable for development, very thankfully right now. As we do get out through probably the end of this weekend, we are definitely going to be seeing some things with this system starting to fire up again. And you can see right here, right now we do have actually a tropical storm watch in this yellow across the very northern Lesser Antilles. So we do actually have some tropical storm wind gusts that could be coming down, and definitely some rain that is on the southern side of the system. Nothing too severe, but we are definitely seeing some impacts, but nothing too terrible. Nothing life-threatening, I would say. So really don't worry about there. But the thing we are worrying about right here would be Bermuda. So you can see Bermuda. You are straight in the middle of that track, and that is not a good thing to see. You could be seeing impacts by late Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday would be your main impact day. Now you can see this does take it tomorrow afternoon down to a tropical storm until sometime on your Sunday when it would turn into a hurricane again, and then sustain it until it gets towards Bermuda. So it could hit Bermuda as a hurricane. Now there definitely is the possibility that it stays as a tropical storm. That's lessening, but it definitely could. We are going to have to watch, and I will show you why. But you can definitely see, and you can see this is moving very fast at 18 miles an hour west-northwest. So it's kind of going west a little bit, and it's going west and north a little bit, then west. So it's kind of doing something trend like that. That's the trend, and we are expecting it to take just directly direct northwestern turn, and then a northern turn, and then a northeastern turn out. So that's what we're looking at right now, and that's what all the models are saying. So we're not really arguing with that. And you can see Wednesday should be our main impact day for Bermuda. And if we were to look at, I wouldn't even show, let's actually not even show where these models. Now, if we were, you can see how all these models are staying together towards the Bermuda impact. Only one going off towards the Bahamas, but, that's, it's not going to be right. Usually, we always do have to look at these big bulk models, and you can see it's taking it straight through Bermuda before turning somewhere north or northeast of the island. So that's kind of what we're expecting. Bermuda direct impact definitely is possible. The European model I will show you in a minute is saying that also. Now, if we were to look at your intensity guidance, so you can see right now here is the Category 1 hurricane that we're at right now, and you can see how it is expected to dip down, to a tropical storm. And you can see some of these models do keep it down at a tropical storm for the rest of its life, which is our best case scenario. Some of them even do take it way down to a tropical depression. That's not probably going to happen, but there definitely is a possibility it could stay at a higher tropical storm force, winds and stuff like that. Now, that's not going to make much of a huge difference from a Category 1, but our best case scenario is going down just a little bit to that tropical storm strength, maybe in the middle. That is what some models are saying, but not likely. I'd say we give it about a 40% chance to happen, but there is definitely a bigger chance that it could turn into a tropical storm, and then you can see a lot of these big bulk models are edge it just a little bit to a tropical storm, and then they do take it back up to your Category 1. Some of them inching towards Category 2, but right now we're thinking we should stay in that go down to a tropical storm a little bit during your Saturday and parts of your Saturday night, and then on your Sunday, sometime during your Sunday, we are expecting it to come back up and be a Category 1. Category 2, definitely possible. If, that can definitely happen, not out of the picture. But right now, the Category 1's looking very, very likely. Category 2, I give it a chance, but we're going to have to see. Tropical storm is definitely a chance also. So in the next 4 days, it could be a tropical storm to a Category 2. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Anywhere in the middle is what could be definitely happening, but a Category 1 is our best call for now. So if we were to look at the European model now, you can see, if we were to go to right now, you can see right now it's been weakening, and you can see parts of the northern parts of the Lesser Antilles are getting hit a little bit, and over here towards the Dominican Republic, they're getting a lot of rain. That's another tropical disturbance. I will hopefully be covering that tomorrow. I'll try my best to cover that tomorrow. And you can see, if we were to look back at Hurricane Jerry, you can see by tomorrow around your, let's do 9 a.m. on your Saturday. So you can see how there's a lot of moisture up here. So here's where it's going to start intensifying once it gets up here. We have a lot of moisture in place. But you can see it's kind of down here, and it's not in the most favorable conditions. The conditions aren't completely unfavorable, but they are unfavorable. And you can see how it keeps moving, and then sometime by your Saturday, we could, like late Saturday, it could change a little bit. But you can see mid-Saturday, this thing's not looking good. It's, really weakened into a tropical storm. But if we were to keep looking into your Sunday morning, getting into later in your Sunday morning around your 6 a.m., you can see how it's starting to move where I said we have better development possibilities, and you can see how it does move into that. It's starting to get stronger, and then definitely by probably your 2 p.m. on Sunday is when this thing really starts to intensify a little bit more, and it could definitely be becoming a hurricane at this time. And you can see by your Sunday night, it's developing, looking really strong. Then by your Monday, keeps developing, looks really strong on that eastern eye wall. You can see really how strong that is. So this could be a very strong system by your Monday. And this will start moving. It will start moving this northern direction. But then quickly, this is what this is saying, by your Tuesday, it should make a northeastern turn sometime on your Tuesday, and you can see it starts going towards Bermuda. We will have those outer bands coming in first, our first impacts, and then you will see the main system will start moving in, and you can see how this moves it by your Wednesday directly over Bermuda. Now you can see how that eastern eye wall is directly over Bermuda. So we're going to have to watch. The eye could come directly over, which would be a landfall, but really that does not matter if it makes landfall or not. If it's close enough, it's going to bring the same exact impacts. Actually, the worst case scenario would be if it goes a little bit west and you get the direct eastern eye wall. You can see the worst of the eastern eye wall is at the very edge of the northeastern part of the island, where a lot of it's offshore. But if you were to look at this, if it was to come over here, all those main impacts would be across here, which is a bad, that'd be a bad thing, and that definitely is a possibility. So if this was to maybe go 50 miles west, this could be a different story for Bermuda. But Bermuda, you should be seeing really bad impacts sometime on your Wednesday. Now, this is a very quick system. You do have to remember that. So before this system, it'll be really bad. There will be really bad winds just because before these fast systems, you do see the wind ahead of them moving really fast. So you do get those winds. That's one thing that we do see in severe thunderstorms too, with those thunderstorm lines. And once this hits, you'll get your second big batch, which could be somewhere. It could be somewhere in your Category 2 strength, could be somewhere in Category 1 strength, maybe even a tropical storm. This is not showing a tropical storm. This is probably showing a Category 1 or 2 strength, and this is going to probably be somewhere between 90 and let's say 110 at this time, mile per hour winds. And you can see how sometime by your Wednesday afternoon into your nighttime, probably nighttime, this starts to move out. And after that, we really don't see much of impacts for anyone. So really, Wednesday is our big impact day for Bermuda, and you did definitely need to start worrying about it and get your plans ready, because this could be a very bad, this could bring a very bad toll on you if you do live in Bermuda. So if we were to look at your accumulation, so this won't be spot on because there are some, I do have to extend it just a little bit because it's going to be like 5.5 days. So we do have to extend it just a little bit. But you can see generally this brings about 4 inches of rain. So that's nothing like, terrible, but you do have to think this thing's moving very fast, and this is all going to be just at once. So you'll see these really bad winds, really bad wind gusts. Sustained winds will be bad too. You'll see this really bad rain, 4 inches, and this is probably going to be here for maybe 2 to 4 hours. So bringing that much rain in 2 to 4 hours, that is pretty insane. And you can see 4 inches pretty much sporadic across the whole island is possible. A little bit more is definitely, I think a little bit more is definitely possible. I'd give it anywhere from 4 to 7 inches of rain across the whole island. Maybe 3 to 7, but mainly 4 to 7 inches is what I would be saying for the island of Bermuda, and that's kind of what we're going to be seeing, or that's my forecast at least, of what I do think we're going to be seeing when it does come to this for Bermuda. for Bermuda. So that's kind of what, that's definitely what I'm thinking. Anywhere from 4 to 7 inches, that's what you need to expect when it comes to rainfall. Winds could be anywhere from this is my prediction, anywhere from 90 to 110 miles an hour is kind of where my winds are. Wind gusts probably around 120 miles an hour. That's just my forecast for this, and I do hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I may do another video on this later on, but I want to do some videos on the tropical waves. I want to do some video on some snowfall that is across the northwest, and I also do want to get another winter forecast hopefully out in the next 3 weeks. So I do have a lot planned, and you can see this is the snow I'm talking about. So I'm going to hopefully cover that sometime this weekend. I do definitely want to cover some snow because that's my favorite thing to cover. But right now we're covering Bermuda, 4 to 7 inches of rain, big winds towards 100 miles an hour. That is really bad. And just really bad wind gusts. So be safe if you're somewhere there. Get ready. Have your plan ready. Evacuate if you can. I know you might not be able to, but I do hope everyone enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.